Hey guys, welcome to Tower Gardening Made Easy, and I'm Sherry. If you're new here, be sure to tap that button below and continue to grow our community. Okay, so today I want to get right into it. Why sometimes bigger is better. Okay, welcome back. So I want to explain this. So I've been communicating with a few people that are in total awe that I can grow summer squash and zucchini and watermelon and hopefully pumpkin soon in my basement under tower garden lights on their towers. It's simple. You need to let the plant grow. So I'm going to spin this around. I came downstairs and impromptu to do this video today. I had no idea I was going to do it, but I want to show you why. Okay, so everybody knows that I planted out this tower behind me. This was all zucchini. Well, a couple summer squash made it in there because they look identical when they're little, and that's okay. But I want to show you that sometimes not all of the plants are going to make it. Okay, I kind of call it survival of the fittest, like CrossFit. And sometimes you're going to yank them out. They're not going to work. And that's okay, because what's going to happen is you're going to have one or two, maybe three or four plants that are dominant, that are on the tower. Let them grow, because what that's going to do is produce you bigger fruit. And I'm going to show you now. All right, so let's start on this side. So you can actually see right here, like kind of underneath here, here, and over here, there are a few net pots that are empty. And that's because those plants didn't make it. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to take them out instead of letting them struggle. It's not worth it. And what it did was it opened up room. And so as you can see down below, here, here, and here, that it's allowing the plant to get large. And what that does is it produces bigger flowers, which means bigger fruit. So I'm going to go over here because this is what I found this morning. And I knew this was going to happen, but I didn't know exactly when. And what I've learned with this challenge that I'm doing with the pumpkins is you really do need to let the plant get large. And I happen to have a male and a female that is right underneath. I'm going to make sure you guys can see this. This gigantic flower right there. Okay, that is a zucchini flower, massively huge. And then I also have one up here, right here, which is the opposite sex. So now what I'm going to do is, this is my favorite brush. Okay, this is the one that I use to pretty much pollinate everything. I bought it at Walmart. It was within a kids paint section, but notice the bristles. It's like a almost like a makeup brush. It's very soft to the touch, and I can grab a lot of pollen and then go and pollinate. You know, you're just kind of tapping it in there, not being too destructive. So that's what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to go over here. I'm really going to try to do this so you guys can see it. But before we do that, I'm going to back up 1 second. This is one plant. I want you to really get an idea. This whole thing right here, all the way down, is one plant. All right. And look at the leaves, how large they are. That's the size that you need in order to get viable fruit. The plant's going to throw off these little teeny tiny, they almost look like bite size. Sometimes it pollinates and sometimes it doesn't. Summer squash, yes, they will work from time to time, but the zucchini really like to be large. They do like to take over. And that's okay. So if you've got 4, 5, 6, 7 little plants, good sized plants, I should say, that's all right. Let them take over, because that's how you're going to get the produce that you need. Welcome to your grocery store, guys. Come on. All right, so let's get in here. So I'm going to grab that pollen. I got to adjust the lights so I don't bonk my head. This is the perfectly set stage in this flower right here. Now I'm looking through my phone and I'm trying to grab the pollen so you can see this. I try not to take it off, but all you got to do is just scoop it. And look at that. Look at all that loveliness. So now, okay, hang with me. I'm going to try to hang on to this, and I'm going to tilt the camera just a little bit. Now I'm going to go down under and I'm going to go inside. Now the flowers are very delicate, okay, guys? And all I'm going to do, I'm going to try to lift it, okay? And I'm just applying it. And some of it's going to fall off on the flower, and you just grab it. You just kind of put it all over the inside. And I don't want to tip it up too much. Hopefully you guys can see it. And I'm going to come back over here and grab a little bit more because I don't want to break the flower, the fruit off. So I'm just going to scoop a little bit more and go back in here. And it's, you just gotta, I'm doing this for the camera, but you want to be as gentle as possible, but you want to get it all covered. Okay. It's really, really important, but don't mash it in there because then you're going to hurt it. I'm going to just grab a little bit more. Now, in that pumpkin video, if you guys go back and watch that at the very, very end, where we review those 3 videos. Now, what the guy does in that is he takes the flower and he ties the end of this. So he grabs all of this. Now, I'm indoors, so I don't really think I need to do that because I have really good success at this size when the plant gets this large and throws me 2 perfect flowers at the same time. And you can hang on to the male flowers, which is the ones not connected to the fruit, which is this guy right here. And you can cut them off and you can tie those and put them in your fridge and hang on to them. So again, I'm just gonna grab a little bit more because I don't know, more is better, right? And just get in there and get all that goodness. And you just these things are really, they're beautiful. They really, really are. Mother Nature is pretty darn special. And I'm just painting it on there and I'm rubbing it around. And I guarantee within 24 hours, and maybe what we'll do is we'll update it in the post, that this fruit that's down there will start to grow. And it grows really, really fast. So don't be afraid to let your zucchini or summer squash plants get a little bit big. Okay, so this tower looks really good. And just so everybody knows, the pH on this guy I keep at around 6. And I want to say right now, let me just grab that paper to make sure. I want to say the EC, hang with me because I want to make sure you have this. So the EC, when they started, I'm going to show you right here. When they were seedlings, I started at 1.8, and now because it's a little more advanced and mature, I want to say it's probably around 2, maybe even in the high 2s. And as a matter of fact, I got you on camera and I got the EC meter right here. So let me go ahead and do that. I'm just curious because I haven't tested it since last week. So I got it on EC. Let's just see. Okay, so it's reading what it shuts up pretty fast. Okay, so it's reading, I'll try to get there really quick so you guys can see 2.0. Okay, so that's the EC. And I did the PC yesterday, excuse me, the pH yesterday. And that was right on point at around roughly 6. So I can honestly say this is a really, really healthy tower. And I actually have a little bit of a arugula at the very, very top. So that's what your tower needs to look like in order to get that to grow. And you can grow it indoors, guys. You can do this. All right. As I said, you can definitely do this. You just got to let the plants get a little bit bigger. You want to keep your pH at that 6. You want to keep the EC when they're young at 1.8. And when it gets a little bit bigger, just adjust it just a little bit more every single week until you get to where it says thank you, which is right now for me, it's 2.0. So there's no need for me to go any higher because all of the leaves are beautifully green. There's no yellowing, there's no browning, there's no burning. So how do you get this? Go to the website, towergardeningmadeeasy.com. It's free, people. Download it. I highlighted the column for all of everything that you grow indoors. This meter, you can go into my nursery essentials, go and it will take you right to Amazon. I'm not making any money on this. I just want you to have the tools so that you can grow your own grocery store in your basement. So thank you for tuning in. We'll see you soon.